everyone, it's the Tides Changing here, and welcome to my overview of the Sims 4 Backyard Stuff Pack. Today I'll be showing all the items that come with the stuff pack and showing all the color options for them, and also talking a little bit about the gameplay aspect of it. A little bit about this stuff pack is that it comes with water slides, some new decorations for your Sims' yards, and also new clothes for them. Heading over to Create a Sim, we get 5 new hairstyles, and I really love the first 2, which are pretty much the same thing, but the second one has an ombre coloring to it. And I usually don't show all of the colorings for hairs, but this one was so cool that I just had to show all of them. This is definitely a hair that I'm going to be putting to use, and then we have this hair right here, which is pretty cool. And then there's another one that's pretty much the same thing, but I think it has a slight ombre. It looks pretty similar, but it's slightly darker at the top. So I think that's what the difference is. So moving over to clothes, we have 4 new tops. And I thought this was just a plain tank top at first until I turned it around and saw the detail on the back of it. I thought that was pretty cool. And then we also have this bun-up shirt, which has a lot of really neat patterns to it. And then after this one, there's this really cool tank top, which has a slight deer pattern on the front of it. I also like the string detail on the front of it. I thought that was pretty nice looking. And then lastly, we have this t-shirt that's just tied up into a knot on the bottom, and it comes with a few different patterns. And then after that, we have 3 new bottoms. 2 of them are pairs of shorts, and I really like this one. I like how the belt's kind of shiny on it. It also comes in a bunch of really cool colors. The other pair of shorts, I don't really like as much, but they're not too bad. They have some nice colors. And then lastly, there are skinny jeans, which doesn't really seem too summery, but I was really glad to see them. They come in some really cool bright colors. And then there is one full outfit, which is this romper, which is another really nice piece of clothing. And I also like the other patterns that it comes with, because it comes with some polka dot patterns, some stripe patterns. And then there's also one pair of shoes, which are these really nice wedges. And lastly, for the female Sims, there are 2 new styled looks. There's not a lot for male Sims. There's 4 new tops. The first one is this more casual t-shirt. We also get a polo shirt, which has what looks like a burlap sack sewn onto some of the colorings of it. I'm not really a fan of that coloring, but the other ones are pretty good. And then we also get this new jacket, which I really like. And something I like about a lot of the clothing items from the stuff pack is that they have a lot of variety when it comes to the patterns that come for them. And the last shirt is this tank top, which has a mix of patterns and then just plain colors. There's also a pair of shorts, but I believe these are the shorts that I showed before. And we also get 2 new styled looks. For children, there's 3 hairstyles. The first one is a shorter hairstyle. There's also this bob type hairstyle. And the last one is the same as the first one, but with the ends dyed. And once again, I'm just going to show all the color options for this one. Then there's 4 new tops. The first is this bun-up shirt with a t-shirt underneath of it. And this is another clothing item that has a nice variety of color options. There's also a jersey. And then the last 2 shirts are pretty much the same, except that one of them has more patterns and images on it, whereas the other one just has an ombre pattern or a plain color. Lastly, there are 2 new styled looks, and that's it for the Create a Sim items. Over in Build and Buy mode, there's a new Picket Fence, which I was really excited about once I saw it, because before we didn't have a real Picket Fence. There was a fence or 2 that had Picket Fence in the name, but they weren't real Picket Fences, or at least they aren't what I think of when I hear Picket Fence. And there's also a gate to go with the fence, and a new flower, and a frog fountain. We also get 2 new dining chairs to go with the new dining tables, which you'll see shortly. One's a little bit fancier than the other. There's also a new outdoor sofa. And I like a lot of the patterns that come with these chairs. There's a nice mix of brighter, more colorful ones and more simple and muted ones. Here's a new coffee table. This is one of the new dining tables. Then there's also a few accent tables. This one's a bit wider and it has a mat on it that has some of the same patterns that we've seen previously. And those patterns continue throughout this stuff pack. There's a simpler square accent table and this really cool table that looks like a repurposed stepladder with some plants sitting on it. And then we have 2 new umbrella tables which seat 6 chairs, whereas the previous umbrella tables only sit 4. So it's cool that you can put more around that. And here's the 2 new water slides. You have one that looks a little bit cheaper, and then you have this really fancy one with a shark mouth on it. There's also new wind chimes. There's 6 of them, so it's just ones in different materials that go on either the ceiling or the wall. We also get a lemonade pitcher, which you can make lemonade, iced tea, and then I believe some kind of fruit juice with, as well as a bird feeder. In the decorations category, there's 3 new plants. Some of the colorings for this one make me think of Easter and also the other plant, which you can see here, but I really like these. They're really cute, and I like putting plants near doors of houses, so I'm glad to have more plants to put there. We also get 3 new wall decorations. 2 of them are wall decals, one of a flower and then the other one of a frog. And then there's also a painting which would also work really well inside. Next, there are 2 sculptures. One is this really cute butterfly decoration, which reminds me of something that my mom would get for her yard, so that's actually kind of nice. And then there's also a bird feeder and a few clutter items. One is just that container with some citrus fruits in it, and then also that container with some condiments in it. We also get 3 new rugs. One is a flower and the other one's a frog. And when I first saw the flower decoration, I actually thought it kind of looked like a sunny side up egg. I think the first 2 rugs will look really nice in a kid's room, and while the last one's supposed to be for the outdoors, I also think some of the colorings of that would look really nice on the inside. As far as lighting goes, there's 3 new table lights. We get this candle. There's another candle light that has a flower along with it, which I think is really cute, and then the last one is this lantern. We also get 1 wall light, which is just some flowers. And this is another thing that I think would work really well in a kid's room. We also get this outdoor light, which is once again of a flower. And the last item is a new speaker. The stuff pack also comes with 3 new rooms, which are all outdoor rooms. With a new water slide, you can have your Sims simply slide down it or try to do a trick slide, which doesn't always work out well. And then the new drink tray allows you to mix 3 different kinds of drinks, and using the bird feeder, you can add birdseed, which will then attract birds, which you can watch, and you can even change the pitch of the wind chimes. My first thoughts when I heard about the stuff pack were, why do we need the stuff pack? We had perfect patio stuff last year, why do we need another stuff pack that focuses on the backyard? And I just thought it was completely unnecessary, and honestly, when I was going in to make this video, I wasn't expecting to like it that much. But as I looked through the items, I was pleasantly surprised, and I ended up liking the stuff pack way more than I thought I would. I still think we didn't need another stuff pack, but I actually like the stuff pack as much as Perfect Patio stuff, if not more, which is not something I thought I was going to be saying. But what I like about the stuff pack is that it feels like things that you would see in a family's backyard, whereas Perfect Patio stuff felt a lot more high-end. And as someone who enjoys building traditional family homes, that's something that appeals to me. And overall, I was really surprised by how much I like the stuff pack, and while it probably isn't my favorite, it's definitely up there. But that's all I have to say, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!